Milford, these charity affairs are so thrilling.
Expensive, too.
All of the people are here.
Everyone they could put the bite on.
There are the Gaylord Depews from Pasadena. Yoo-hoo! Rosemary!
Isn't she a mess? The race has started.
Quick, Milburn, let me have the binoculars. Oh, this is terrible.
What?
We're giving a party after the race, and Evelyn and Gladys are wearing identical dresses.
I'll have Mr. Drysdale call the moment he returns. Oh, before you hang up, could I speak to Jethro, please?
Well, he ain't here right now. He's out giving Granny another driving lesson. Yeah, she likes to be able to get around on her own, so she
Hey,
can
Pa, I think you better come quick. Granny's headed up the front line.
Oh, you're back, Miss Jean. That's Granny's driving, all right. Granny, are you hurt?
No, I'm all right. Hey, how you getting out? And you call yourself a driving teacher?
Not no more. I'm through. I done give my last driving lessons. Uncle Jed, she's getting worse instead of better.
Where'd you hit the tree?
Out in front of the Drysdales.
It's your fault. You told me to turn around. So I turned around. That's when we walked into the tree.
Granny, I meant turn the car around. She was starting up a one-way street.
You shouldn't have yelled at me with all them cars heading right for us. I'm through risking my life with them contraptions. Too many people on the street driving around that have no business.
That's the truth. Jethro, you need any help getting the truck out of here?
Shucks, no, Uncle Jed. There's only one end of the lift.
Won't Jethro and me to take this tree over to the Drysdales and set it back into the ground?
Yeah, now'd be a good time to do it, too, while they're still at the park looking at the horses.
Horses? Jed, did you say the Drysdales buying a horse?
Well, Miss Jean didn't say nothing about them buying one. She just said they were going out to look at some trotters.
By dingies, that's what I need. A high-stepping trotter and a shiny buggy.
It would be trying to drive that truck. I don't recall ever seeing a buggy in Beverly Hills.
Maybe they're going to make a comeback.
Could be. I've been hearing a lot about there being too many automobiles and how they's causing smog and traffic jams.
And accidents. I seen 3 of them just while I was driving.
Is that a fact?
I was in 2 of them.
It would be a lot safer driving a horse and buggy. 2 heads is always better than one, especially when one belongs to a horse.
I just bet they're going to come back and start. That's why Miss Drysdale's buying one.
Now, hold on. Miss Jane didn't say they was buying one.
I know Miss Drysdale. She's always got to be the first in the neighborhood. Where'd Miss Jane say they was going?
Someplace called Hollywood Park.
That sounds just like the spot where they'd have a barbecue and a horse auction. Let's go.
Now, hold on, Granny. We don't know if they's having a horse auction. Miss Jean said it's Society Day out there, and we sure don't want to get mixed up in that.
Oh, Jed, I feel so grand driving around Beverly Hills in a nice shiny buggy with yellow wheels and black leather seats and a red fringe on the top.
Whoa, Granny. Let me call Miss Jean and see can we get the horse before you start fitting out the buggy.
I want a high stepper with a long, silky mane, with lots of spirit, a real prancer.
Chief, Mrs. Drysdale?
Miss Hathaway, what are you doing here? Something wrong at the bank?
No, Chief, but Mr. Clampett called.
Something wrong with the Clampetts?
No, Chief.
Then what are you doing at the racetrack on my time?
The nature of Mr. Clampett's call was such that I felt justified in coming here. It seems that Granny is most...
If you 2 are going to discuss those revolting hillbillies, I'm going to the turf club. Where the conversation is on a higher level.
What is it? What about the Clampetts?
Well, it seems the Clampetts want to buy a trotting horse.
What?
Apparently your being here today gave them the idea.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have come. That wife of mine's to blame.
Now, wait, Chief. The idea has some merit.
Are you off your rocker? Those horses cost a fortune. The idea is to keep their money in my bank, not spend it.
But hear me out.
I'll throw you out! Now you go back there and change your minds and dock yourself all the time you've wasted.
Chief, please. Listen. listen to my thoughts on the matter. Sorry. Actually, the Clampetts purchasing a racehorse may have many advantages, both financial and otherwise.
You're raving.
First of all, it is a capital investment, subject to depreciation and capital gain and loss taxes.
Really?
Yes. Secondly, it ties in with their love of animals, their desire to own livestock.
Yeah.
And it could erase the threat of their moving back to the country.
How?
Well, an occasional visit to the stables might very well satisfy their urge for the rural life.
Yeah. And you're sure of the tax advantages, eh?
I checked with our expert at the bank. And, in addition to all this, it is just possible that their horse might win a vast amount of money.
Terrific! Terrific! Oh, by George, this is one of the best ideas I've ever had.
Congratulations, Chief.
Just doing my job. Well, let's go down to the stables and buy the most beautiful horse we can find.
Oh, perhaps the Clampetts would like to pick it out themselves.
No. I don't want them to change their minds. I want them to see that horse this afternoon and fall in love with it. Meantime, you make arrangements for boarding it.
Right, Chief.
Oh, by the way, about your coming here, I'm sorry that I yelled at you. In fact, I think you deserve a reward.
Really?
Yes. Just forget about ducking yourself.
Thank you.
How soon do you want me to come back for you, Doc?
Oh, half an hour, 45 minutes. Mr. Drysdale said to give Mr. Clampett a good look at Lady Belle, then we'll take her to the boarding stables.
Howdy. What you got in there?
$30,000 worth of horse flesh.
Hot dog. We's gonna eat tonight. Say, fellas, there's a live horse in here. Beauty, too.
Yeah, she's one of the finest in the country. Big money winner at Hollywood Park.
Is that so? I won some money at a park once, shooting them little ducks as they go along. How did you win?
Guessing people's weight.
That's a smart horse.
You're not Mr. Clampett, are you?
No, sir. He's my uncle.
Would you tell him his horse is here?
Is this my Uncle Jed's horse?
Yeah, Mr. Drysdale arranged the purchase.
Boy, wait till Ellie hears about this. She's been wanting a zebra, but this is pretty near as good. Yeah.
Well, he's running around loose.
Maybe they're cleaning his cage.
Jed! Uncle Jed! Uncle Jed!
What is it, boy?
Your horse is here.
Horse?
What horse?
The one from Hollywood Park. The smart one. It's out front right now. I'll go find Ellie.
Jed, you sweet old rascal. You wanted to surprise me.
No, Granny,
Yes, you did, and you're the nicest son-in-law a woman ever had. And I'm going to kiss you.
Well, honestly, must
you
have been
know
Miss
how
Jane.
I like surprises.
Well, no, Granny,
I love you, Jed. You darling man.
Well, you see, I didn't...
And you gonna let me kiss you, or ain't you?
Granny,
You wanted to surprise me, didn't you?
Yeah, now let's go out and look at the horse.
Hey, mister, whose horse?
She belongs to Mr. J.D. Clampett.
Paul bought a horse? Well, she's a beauty. Howdy, girl.
Careful now, she's skittish.
No, she ain't. We's gonna be friends, ain't we? I'll give you carrots and sugar lumps.
You certainly have a way with horses.
I like critters.
I've never seen Lady Belle take to anyone like she has to you.
Oh, Jed, she's a dandy. Her name's Lady Belle, Granny. I'll thank you for getting her.
Sure, I'm getting a lot of kissing that ain't rightfully mine. Good chest on her.
Mr. Clampett?
Yes, sir.
I'm Doc Pritchett, Lady Belle's handler.
Oh, pleased to meet you. Mighty fine animal.
Oh, thank you. I have some papers here that have to be signed.
Well, come on in the house.
All right.
We's all kind of surprised by this.
Mr. Drysdale made all the arrangements. Got yourself a mighty fine trotter there.
Yes, sir.
Between us, I don't care much about this buggy. Maybe it's a city-style buggy. City or country, there's got to be a place for the reins. This thing must weigh a ton. take a plow horse to pull it.
Well, it's got rubber tires and nice windows.
You don't know how you drive it. There ain't no place to sit down in here. You know what I'd do if this thing was mine? I'd let the horse ride in it.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Clampett.
That's all right.
Come on, Paul. I'll show you her teeth.
Well, Mr. Clampett tells me that Lady Belle is going to be your horse. What do you think of her?
She's fine. But I don't see how she pulls that heavy contraption around.
Oh, she doesn't. She's a sulky horse.
I don't blame her. Where's the rig she likes to pull?
Oh, that's over at the stables, along with the harness and the other equipment.
Well, I'd like to have it.
Up here?
Of course. I want to show off around the neighborhood.
Well, Mr. Drysdale said anything you want. May I use your phone?
Right in the hall. Help yourself.
Granny, I think you're going to be real happy with this mare.
I'll be happier when her buggy gets here. That fella's having her sent up from the stables.
Well, can I ride her out to the gate and back?
Let me have a turn on her first, Ellie. I think I'll gallop by Miss Drysdale's and give her a look.
You want a leg up?
Of course not. I've never needed any help to get on a horse. Just give me a little running room. I'm just as spry as I ever was. Now hold still, Lady Belle.
What could have happened? She's been gone for half an hour.
Nothing to worry about. Granny sits a horse like most folks sit a rocker.
Yeah, but Lady Belle isn't a saddle horse.
That's all right. Granny ain't using one.
Excuse me, Mr. Clamp.
Nervous kind of fella. Ought to take up whittling.
Here's your sulky, Doc.
Never mind that. We got to find Lady Belle.
She run off?
She was ridden off, bareback.
A $30,000 trotter?
Come on, let's go.
Jet, what's this thing?
You reckon it's Granny's buggy?
Well, if it is, most of it's missing.
Come around the yard once, Jethro.
Okay. Hold it, young'uns. Yonder comes Granny.
Whoa, Lady Belle. Whoa, girl. What's that?
I'm afraid that's the buggy the fella promised you.
Jed, it looks like we've been took.
Well, he got shorted a mite on the buggy, but there's nothing wrong with the horse. Is there? What is it?
I must have rode her 10 miles. Used every trick I know. Never could get her to go faster than a trot. Is everything ready, Jed?
Man's got Lady Belle all hitched and harnessed up.
Did they find the back half of the buggy?
Well, now, about that, I'm afraid them fellas at the horse auction see Mr. Drysdale coming.
What you mean?
You wouldn't believe what kind of money he paid for that horse and buggy.
Not more than $100, I hope.
Well, they would top that a little. Gotta remember, he's a city fella, and he thought he was doing us a powerful favor.
Well, let's go look at it.
Well, now, what I wanted to tell you was, Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane just come. And I want you to try extra hard not to act disappointed in front of them.
All right.
Well, Granny, there she is, all decked out and ready to go. How do you like it?
Fine, Mr. Drysdale. Just fine.
Chief made a wonderful purchase, don't you think?
Sure. Sure.
Well, come take a closer look. Sit in the driver's seat. Oh, you'll get a big thrill out of it.
Driver's seat? Where is the rest of you supposed to ride?
We'll take care of it.
Can't even go to the market in that thing. No place to carry your groceries.
I'll fix it for you. Now, come on. Look for some good things to say.
Like what?
Granny?
Well,
She loves it. I picked a real winner for you, Granny.
you think so?
Oh, yes. You can bring home the bacon with this.
Where?
Where?
There ain't even and a place to put your feet.
Say, Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane, I just remembered. Granny baked up some special coffee cake to show her appreciation to you folks. Now, Ellie Mae, why don't you take them in the kitchen and serve them up a big helping?
Yes, sir,
Well,
Pop.
I'm not especially hungry.
Neither am I.
You don't want to hurt Granny's feelings, do you?
Oh, no.
How's the set, Granny?
Poor.
Now, don't you worry. Jethro and me will build you a box so you can put your feet and your groceries in.
But Jed, this rig ain't for hauling, it's for racing.
Racing?
Yeah, I was talking to the doc yonder. He says the fella that sold it to Mr. Drysdale didn't do nothing else. Went all around the country racing.
All right, doggies, I'll bet you that's the reason he stripped this buggy down so he'd get as light as he could.
Jed, I like racing as well as the next person. And I even took some things off Pearl's buggy so I could beat Elverna Bradshaw. But this is ridiculous.
Maybe the reason that he had to strip it down special light was because the horse was slow.
Slow?
I couldn't even get her to break into a gallop.
Well, that don't make no sense at all. Doc says Lady Bell was bred and trained for nothing but racing. Been in over hundreds of them.
Reckon it was your sitting on her that slowed her?
Could be if she wasn't used to it. Hand me them reins, Jethro. I'll give her another try.
Keep going, bridle, Doc.
Whoa, Lady Bell. That's a good girl.
Well, Granny, I'll bet you've never driven a horse like that before.
Quite a thrill, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Miss Hathaway, let's go right out to Hollywood Park and enter Lady Bell in tomorrow's big race.
Good.
We'll have our money back the first day.
See you in the winner's circle. Tally ho.
Well, Granny?
Like you said, Jed, they seen Mr. Drysdale coming.
Slow, huh?
A mule skinner couldn't get that turtle to do better than a trot.
Mr. Drysdale, he's already counting the money that Lady Bell's going to win for him tomorrow.
The only way that horse can win a race is sitting in the back end of a fast car.
I got one chance. Ellie Mae.
She ain't got a fast car.
Oh, but she got away with critters.
Forget it.
We got to try for Mr. Drysdale's sake.
How come?
If you knew what he paid for that horse, you wouldn't ask.
Come on, Margaret, let me have the glasses. They're getting ready for the first race.
All right, Milburn, just let me see.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy. Mr. Clampetts, before your box is right behind us.
Oh, thank you.
What are those gentle people doing here?
They happen to own one of the finest trotters in the country.
We're Granny and Ellie Mae.
But Don talking to the horse.
Howdy comes Ellie.
Here, Ellie, right up here.
Howdy, everybody.
You know, if Granny doesn't hurry, she's going to miss the first race.
Oh, no, she ain't going to miss it. She's going to be in it.
Yonder they come, getting ready to commence.
I don't see Granny or Lady Bell.
She'll be along in a minute.
Yeah, there was a little trouble about getting her started with others.
Yonder she comes.
Now, none of this trotting foolishness, Lady Bell. They got a head start on us. If we're gonna catch them, you gotta run like Ellie learned you. Come on now, get up! Faster! Do I have to come up there and show you how to run? That's it now! Take after him! Make Ellie proud of you! Come on, you can do it! Please, Dana, go, girl, go! Pick them up and lay them down!
Granny. You done fine. You won fair and square.
And how come they didn't give me the money? Nor put the flowers on me, nor nothing.
Because she was disqualified.
You!
Now scrap it now. We's proud of you, Granny. You too, Harry May. And you too, Lady Belle.
Before we paint them buggy wheels, can we have some breakfast?
Well, it ain't gonna be time, boy. Granny'll be up in a minute. It's after 4 now. Jimmy, you keep watch. Let us know the minute you hear Granny stirring.
Yes, sir, Pop.
Come on, boy. You got to paint outside?
Yes, sir. But ain't you afraid all that growling and grumbling will wake Granny?
What growling and grumbling?
My stomach. I ain't had nothing to eat since a midnight snack.
Get your stomach for a little while. It's going to be worth it to see Granny's face when she finds his buggy out here this morning.
I reckon so, but how come it's got to have yellow wheels?
Well, something Granny's been wanting all her life. A nice, shiny black buggy with yellow wheels. Now that Mr. Drysdale has bought her this fine, high-stepping horse, we is going to surprise her with the rest of the rig. I'll get the other side. Yes, sir. What in the blue blazes?
Morning, Jed. Wondering what happened to all the lanterns.
What's the big idea?
I was afraid you'd forget about the yellow wheels.
How long you knowed about this buggy?
Since you fetched it home last evening.
We was going to spring it on you.
I know. I figured I'd be done painting and be back up in bed in time for you to surprise me. Couldn't find a lantern.
Jen, if you and Granny don't quit talking so loud, you're going to wake Granny. Granny?
She knows all about it.
Hot dog. Now we can eat.
Now, hold on, boy. By the time Granny's through making breakfast, we can be done painting these wheels.
Yeah. Then you can surprise me.
I sure wonder how she found out this buggy was here.
Search me. I done everything I could to keep it a secret.
You did?
Yes, sir. I told her last night, I says, don't open that front door, because there's something out there you ain't supposed to see.
Good work, boy. Thank you.
There's a horse sleeping in the parlor here.
Yes, sir, Granny. That was a surprise I didn't want you to get.
What's he doing in here?
Well, you said you couldn't sleep in my room no more. Lady Belle likes it here just fine.
Gilbert, I'm warning you. If the Clampetts keep that horse on the premises another day...
Don't worry, Margaret. She goes back this morning.
What I can't understand is why you bought it for them in the first place.
As an investment. Lady Belle is a champion-bred harness racer. I didn't know they were going to make a house pet out of it.
House pet?
I understand Ellie Mae let it sleep in her room.
Well, for once that mansion had a well-bred occupant. Now remember, this morning.
Don't worry. This is one time I'm with you. That's a $30,000 racehorse.
That's it, Lady Belle. Step high and handsome. Show your style. That's it. Whoa!
Granny.
Morning, Mr. Drysdale. How do you like my buggy?
Well, fine, but you shouldn't let Lady Belle pull it.
Why not?
Granny, I want to take her back where I bought her.
She ain't that bad. All I have to do is break her from wanting to trot all the time.
Look, Granny, I'm a little late getting down to the bank, so...
Get in. I'll get you there in a jiffy.
Well, no.
I can get her to gallop if I need to. You seen me win the race.
Well, it's not that. I have a ride to the bank.
Well, then I'll take Miss Drysdale for a spin.
No, please.
Why not?
Because I've changed my mind. I'd like you to drive me to the bank.
Fine. But I want your wife to see my new rig. I'll call her. Miss Drysdale.
You don't want Margaret to see this?
Oh. Afraid she'll want one, huh?
Yeah. That's it. Let's go. I'm late.
Hear that, Lady Bell? Just like Ellie showed you for the race. Cut loose. This beats riding in that limousine, don't it? Come on, Lady Bell, show 'em some real speed. Whoa, Lady Bell, easy, girl. Cool her down, young'uns. She's been clean to town and back.
Well, that's where you be.
Took Mr. Drysdale to work.
How do you like the buggy ride?
Jed, he plumb loved it. When we pulled up in front of the bank, he didn't want to get out.
You didn't, huh?
Had to pry his hands loose. He was hanging on so hard that his knuckles turned white. And he was kind of trembling and breathing heavy.
Sounds like you enjoyed it, all right. Maybe he'll be getting a buggy.
I sure hope so. Jed, I was thinking of it all the way home. How nice it would be for Miss Drysdale. She could take her husband to work, go shopping. Every once in a while we'd meet up, me in my buggy and her, and maybe have a little friendly race.
Like you used to have with over in the Bradshaw back home.
Yeah. Jed, why don't we give the Drysdales a horse and buggy as a present?
My doggy granny, that's a real neighborly thought.
Ain't it, though? Friendly, kind, generous. And it's the only way I can make sure that she don't get a faster rig than mine.
Haven't the tranquilizers taken effect yet?
I'm feeling better now. Help me to my desk.
Chief, go, you're not in the buggy, Bill. Listen, you can retrieve Lady Bell. Granny's bought another horse.
She's bought another horse?
Yes, the stable just called to check her credit.
Oh, this is wonderful. Well, let's hurry up there and grab Lady Bell. I can get my $30,000 back.
Excuse me, Chief, but how are you going to get Lady Bell back to Hollywood Park?
Oh, carry her in my arms.
Well, did you get the Drysdales a horse and buggy?
Sure did, Jed. It's a dandy rig. Miss Drysdale and me's gonna have some first-class races.
Well, good. Let's go have a look. My doggy, that is a fast-looking buggy.
Best I could find.
Now, from the look of this horse, you and Miss Drysdale is going to be about an even match. She is the twin of Lady Bell.
Well, this is Lady Bell, Paul.
Where's Miss Drysdale's horse?
Jethro's walking her around outside the house.
Yeah, she's a high-spirited animal, Jed. Her name's Lightning. Let's go eat.
Well, I want to see her. Jethro!
When you've seen one horse, you've seen them all. Come on now, I'm hungry.
Yeah, go ahead and eat. I want to take a look at Lightning.
Yonder she comes. Now, Lady Bell, if you're going to life, I'm going to have to take you around back.
Who named his horse Lightning?
I did.
Granny, was you honestly fixing to give this poor old animal to Miss Drysdale?
What do you mean, poor old animal? All it needs is a little grooming and some good food.
What'll it use to chew with?
It's got teeth. Hasn't it, Jethro?
Yes, ma'am. One upper, one lower.
Nobody asked you to count.
Now, Granny, you do the right thing and take this horse back where you bought it.
Well, I don't think they'll take it back. It was on sale.
Yeah, $175.
For this critter?
No, sir, for the buggy. They threw the horse in free.
Well, you take it back and get Miss Drysdale an animal she can be proud of.
She can be proud of this one.
Granny, I am plumb ashamed of you.
Oh, is Jed. Back home, Melverna Bradshaw beat me every Sunday for 30 years. I'm an old woman, Jed. And before I go to my reward, I'd like to win one buggy race.
You're missing the most important part. It ain't that you win or lose, but how you play the game.
That's all right for him. But at my age, I gotta take my wins any way I can get 'em. Well, Lightning, you pert near got in a race.
Oh, no. Look what they done to Lady Bell.
Chief, that can't be Lady Bell.
You weren't on that buggy ride. It aged me 20 years, and I didn't run.
That must be the horse Granny got to replace Lady Bell.
Oh. Granny, what a magnificent animal.
Where? Oh, you mean old Lightning. You like her, huh?
Oh, she's beautiful. She's a much better horse than Lady Bell.
You know something, Mr. Drysdale? For a city fella, you sure are a shrewd judge of horseflesh.
Well, it doesn't take an expert to see that she's a real champion.
Drysdale, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
What?
I'm gonna give you that champion horse.
Well, what for?
Throw that buggy. I'm gonna throw that in, too.
But I have no use for a horse and buggy.
Well, it's really for your missus.
Margaret?
You said she wanted one.
I did? Yes, I guess I did.
Well, now she's got one. And her and me can have some nice buggy races.
Buggy races?
Well, kind of friendly affairs around the neighborhood.
But Margaret hasn't had any experience.
That's all right. Lightning has had enough experience for the both of them.
Well, thank you, but I don't...
Hear you turning down my gift?
Oh, no, no. Of course not.
Good. Then wake her up. I mean, hitch her up.
Well,
Take her home.
I don't know how to hitch up a horse.
I'll show you.
No, you show Miss Hathaway. I have something to discuss with Mr. Clampett.
Mr. Drysdale, this buggy racing is something Granny's had in her craw for 30 years now, and ain't none of us gonna get no peace or quiet around here till she's shed of it.
But my wife...
Now, if Granny could just whomp your wife in one race, I figure she'd be satisfied and forget all about it.
But I don't.
Your wife wouldn't mind doing that, would she? For me?
Mr. Clampett should be delighted.
Me? Race with Granny? In a buggy? In public? You must be demented.
Margaret, sweetheart, listen. Please do this for me. I'm begging you.
Milburn, for 4 years, I've been begging you to rid our neighborhood of those squatters. Have you ever listened to me?
Of course.
But you've never lifted a finger to get rid of them.
No, but I've listened to you. Margaret, wait, please.
Milburn, just how much does this mean to you?
Everything, anything. Name your price. A dinner out? A new girdle? All right. You name it.
Very well. This is my price. I will race with Granny if you will get the Clampetts out of Beverly Hills permanently.
You know I can't do that.
Goodbye.
Mr. Drysdale!
Here's your horse and buggy.
Well, where's the horse?
Oh, she give out on the way. Ellie and Miss Jane are fetching her.
Margaret, come back. I'll meet your price.
You will?
Yes. If you race with Granny and beat her, I'll see that the Clampetts move.
Wonderful. Beat her?
Well, that's a foregone conclusion. You'll be driving a horse by the name of Lightning. It can go as fast as Jane Hathaway's convertible.
You're joking.
My word of honor. She was driving, and that horse stayed right behind her.
Why?
That's my girl. I'll go tell Granny the good news.
Have them start packing.
I'll do that. Hurry. Get this magnificent thoroughbred out of sight until race time.
Now, Jethro, you lifted her in. Now, lift her out.
Granny says she mixed up some special feed.
Yeah. Gee, I wish I'd have known you wanted it. I'd have saved you some.
You mean you ate it?
Yes, sir.
All of it?
Just this one potful.
Oh, you take the cake.
Where?
Never mind.
But, Uncle Jed, I'm still hungry. Lifting that horse in and out of Miss Jane's car give me an appetite.
You put a horse in Miss Jane's car?
Yes, sir. That was the only way we could get that poor old thing over to the Drysdales.
Poor old thing.
Lightning. Here, Uncle Jed. I scraped you up a spoonful.
Oh, thanks. So Granny stuck Miss Drysdale with lightning, huh?
They call her Old Glue Pot over to the stable.
Well, she ain't gonna get away with it. You and me is going over to that stable and get Miss Drysdale the finest buggy horse money can buy.
Okay. Sure you don't want some of this?
No, thanks. Come on. I just changed my mind.
Too late. I swallowed it.
I got a better idea about the horse. We are really gonna learn Granny to cheat.
No need to do that. She does pretty good right now.
This is so nice of you, Mr. Clampetts.
My pleasure, ma'am. I just want to see you had a fair chance of winning.
Hey, this horse looks like Lady Bell.
There's a resemblance, ain't there? You just sit up here beside me for a spell, and later on you can take the reins.
Mr. Clampett, you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I think I do. Once you've drove a buggy, you don't forget. Let's go, Lightning.
What a goof-up. I wonder how I can blame this on Miss Hathaway.
I mixed you up another batch of my special feed, Lady Bell. This'll give you that extra go power. Not that you need it to beat that old plug of a lightning. Now, Lady Bell, you don't have to hang your head. If anybody says the race ain't fair, I'll take the blame. Come on now, stand up straight. Boot blacken. You ain't Lady Bell. You's lightning. Somebody's trying to fix the race. Miss Drysdale. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a cheater.
Hey, pretty near race time. Where are you?
Well, she ain't upstairs, Pop.
She sure ain't downstairs.
She ain't outside, Uncle Jed. I looked every place.
Well, young'un, I reckon there's nothing left for us to do but go out front and tell everybody that Granny has turned chicken. That she has got a yellow streak up her back, and she is just plumb scared to death to race Miss Drysdale.
Just a doggone minute. I ain't chicken. I ain't got no yellow streak, and I ain't scared.
Then what was you doing in the broom closet?
I stepped in there by mistake. And hush up.
Granny, everybody's waiting out front for the race to commence.
The buggies is out there and all hitched up.
Well, you two young'uns get out there and tell them I'm coming. And tell them I can beat Miss Drysdale driving a hay wagon hitched to a hog.
That way, Granny. When are you going back in there for?
She ain't driving no hay wagon hitched to a hog, and I ain't got a chance.
You are going out there and take your lumps.
I'll be the laughing stock of Beverly Hills with that glue pot.
That's what you was planning for Miss Drysdale, wasn't it? Come on.
No, I'm an old woman, Jed. I don't think I can make it. My ticker ain't so good.
A mule should have your ticker. Come on.
No. Wait. Let me get a bottle of tonic in case my liver goes sour. I'm awful old, Jed.
Yeah, let's go. Here she is, folks. The race can commence. Granny?
I'm coming. I just wanted to get a little straw for my horse.
luck, Granny.
Good luck, Gran. I remember what I told you. It ain't that you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Yeah, I'll remember. Here, old lady, I know your teeth ain't much, but take a good stiff pull on this straw. How does that grab you? Wait till I get on first.
On your mark, get set.
Say your money can stay and my wife can lump it.
I see lightning and I see Granny, but look!
All right then, I win!
Where's your buggy?
Lightning runs so fast she pulled right out of the harness.
Where's my wife?
Running a poor second. And I hope this teaches her a lesson. Cheating don't pay.